Welcome back to Prophecy Unfolding. Truly, we're seeing prophecy unfolding before our eyes. Many of us are looking at things that are happening around the world, and we're looking with a sense of anticipation. We know that within our spirit, within our beings, something is drawing near. But something that we're seeing kind of all over mainstream news at the moment, something that is happening today, which is the 29th of September 2024, which is happening in the heavens, in the skies, that many are looking out for. This whole thing of two moons. What I wanted to do is to show you what's actually coming, but also what I believe this is for us in terms of those who look for prophecy and looking at these things that are happening, watching them full to get the full context, but also smash the like button so that someone who does not know Christ may come to the understanding of who Christ truly is. But have a listen to what they're saying in mainstream media about this phenomenon that's happening.
Earth is going to have what's known as a mini-moon starting on Sunday the 29th. So the mini-moon is actually an asteroid that's going to be passing close to Earth and be like a little buddy for our main big every night kind of moon.
Oh,
There's the
that's
asteroid.
Cute.
It's coming 93 million miles to us from an asteroid belt near our sun. It's called Arjuna. Now, here's where it gets a little bit terrifying. I'm reading the article about this, and it tells me that in August, this asteroid was discovered by something called the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System.
That doesn't sound like a good.
So, first of all, the fact that we built one of those means we're worried. We want to be sure what's out there. Yeah. So then you get to the last paragraph of the article, and it says, just FYI.
Tony, don't give me nightmares.
2029, there's another asteroid, Apophis, which will pass closer to our Earth than a SpaceX satellite. And then, quote, it's not expected to hit Earth, despite its close approach, but scientists are sending spacecrafts to study it just to be sure.
Wait, what's the name of it?
What are you burying the lead for?
This whole concept I've been looking at over the last couple of weeks and dug a little bit deeper and found that many people kind of within the last 3 years, 4 years have been talking about this, and some people having visions and dreams of this exact thing that's happening. Now, some say this happens right before the rapture occurs. I'm not saying that, but I do find that there's some strange thing that's happening behind this. Why are so many seeing this thing happening even from a few years back? It's a strange thing to have a dream about, not something that we would see really anywhere. Have a listen to what some people would say.
So I'm driving down the road with my friend. I look out the window and I see two moons. And I said, this is it. The rapture's about to happen. The rapture's about to happen.
And in my dream, I was outside. It was a quiet night. I was looking up at the sky, and it was two full moons next to each other in the sky. Up under the full moons, it was so weird. It was clocks. It was two clocks, and it was a calendar. But I couldn't make out what the calendar said, and I couldn't make out what the clock was saying. But in the dream, I knew that these two moons were related to the rapture, like they were signs that is soon.
I was dreaming that the reason for the two-moon or planet alignment rapture dreams is a hint at timing, like a clock in the sky.
And then I also saw two big blood moons in the sky. And also when I saw them, I had this knowing that I knew the rapture was about to happen.
Yeah, I have received a rapture dream. Quite simple, really. Two planets together. A light from the heavens came around one of the planets in like a flash. It took a moment and went back up to where it came from. And I truly know that this was a rapture dream. And I know it means we're going soon.
I turn to my right and I see two blood moons. No, not two blood moons. I see two moons. One moon right here, one moon right here. And so I said, oh, do y'all know what that means? And it was like, nah. And I was just like, okay. I was like, well, it's very important and it's about to be one of the best days of y'all life. And I started explaining about the rapture and the two moons and how I've been looking it up.
I asked the Lord if he would give me a dream or a vision to let me know that the rapture is definitely soon. So this evening, while lying on my couch and in and out of sleep, I saw two huge moons in the sky, one behind the other.
So I look up at the sky and I'm looking at the beautiful blue of the sky, and then suddenly I notice, the full moon, and it didn't faze me. And then I saw a second moon, and I was like, oh no, here we go again. And I literally said that. I said, oh no, here we go again. And so I grabbed this kid that was walking in the park next to me. I said, hey kid, come here. Do you see 2 moons, and he goes, oh yeah, I see 2 moons. I'm starting to realize what God is doing seems like a countdown with these dreams.
I saw the same 2 moons I saw in the other dream. One was a blood moon, different than before, and the other was white as snow. Then the planets aligned around them in a row. I remember running and telling people something big was coming, knowing in my heart we would be raptured soon.
I had a dream. This was a porch. We were sitting out on this porch looking up at the sky. All of a sudden, I saw this. These were like, I don't know if they were like moon phases or what, but I seen them like that, and then they were just went like that, and it went into one moon. When it did that, I got super, like, I just knew that the rapture was about to happen at that very moment.
If I was to sum this whole thing up, remember in scripture there was many things that God used the celestials for, the skies and the heavens. You know, even when Jesus was born, he used a specific star in order to guide the wise men right to where Jesus was. He used fire from heaven in order to guide the Hebrews when they were coming out of Egypt. We even see it in some of the Old Testament prophets, whether it be Elijah with the chariots of fire, etc. These things can happen. God can use things in the sky, whether it be the sun, moon and stars, for his purposes. Yes, they're used for signs and seasons, we know that. But when it comes to this particular one, I believe this is going to bring with it. But when we look at these things happening, we need to know that time is drawing close. There's many skeptics out there, many people that will say the opposite, who wouldn't have this point of view, and that's okay. What we need to be doing most importantly is to make sure the gospel is spread. Regardless of the time that we have left, the good news still can be shared, that people can find Christ, that he is alive today, that he did live, he did die, and he rose again. Yes, we're seeing all the signs starting to unfold. We know time is short, but still we have time. We live in a place of expectation. Those of you who believe in a rapture that's going to happen at any moment, we know that that could happen any day. But while we're still here, the good news can be preached. But remember, regardless of all the things that are going on in the world, all the chaos you may see, God is truly in control, and keep the faith.